Hi everyone, this is Puzzle, and over the past few days, CD Projekt Red has shared so much fascinating information about The Witcher 4 that I just couldn't resist making a video. They talked about Geralt being in the game, they revealed the map size, discussed the game's duration, and even shared details about Ciri's powers. So, I've decided to create the ultimate video that compiles all the facts about the upcoming Witcher 4. Let's dive right in. The developers were asked about the game's length, and they gave a detailed response. They mentioned that the map will be roughly the same size as in the third game, with a similar density of quests, tasks, and points of interest. However, they emphasize that their focus is on quality over quantity. They don't want to break records, they want to create their best game yet. Here's how they commented on the game's length and map size. This is a direct quote from their interview. Yes, the map of The Witcher 4 is definitely more or less the same in terms of size. The number of quests is also more or less the same, but once again, the game will be big. Above all, we want to deliver a super engaging experience, so again, quality over quantity. But one thing we can promise is that yes, this game will be quite large, it will be comparable to everything we've done so far, but I can't tell you if it's 90%, 85%, or something else. Sounds amazing, right? Based on what was said and comparing it to stats from Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077, we can estimate that completing Witcher 4 will take anywhere from 30-40 hours for a quick playthrough to 70-100 hours for more thorough exploration, depending on your playstyle. Of course, if you want, you can spend even more time on it. Another important fan question was about Geralt. Will he appear in the game? And if so, will his role be significant? CD Projekt Red finally gave an answer to the question that has long intrigued fans. Geralt will indeed appear in the new Witcher 4, but his role in the story remains a mystery. It's worth noting that the main protagonist this time will be Ciri. IGN confirmed, based on statements from the developers, that the old Witcher will return in this new story. It's no coincidence that in the trailer you can hear the iconic voice of Geralt, Doug Cockle, saying, "Time to start a new saga. See you on the path."
Time for a new saga. See you on the path.
While Geralt will appear in the game, the developers are keeping his role under wraps. You'll have to wait to find out more. The developers also hinted that there's nothing stopping Geralt from being part of the events in Witcher 4. Although he officially retired at the vineyard in Toussaint, the character is still alive. In fact, in Andrzej Sapkowski's novel Season of Storms, a character encounters a Witcher who resembles an older Geralt, despite a century having passed since his death in the original book Saga. The events of Witcher 4 reportedly take place in a location called Owl Forest in the year 1373, which is 101 years after The Witcher 3. In this epilogue, a silver-haired Witcher hunts a monster in a familiar manner. So, it seems we'll be seeing Geralt for a while yet. Let's see what he's capable of this time, though I doubt he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Interestingly, just before the trailer was released, Doug Cockle, Geralt's voice actor, mentioned that he was working on a new Witcher game. Shortly after, CD Projekt reportedly scolded him for his loose lips. There's also exciting news about romances in the game. As we can imagine, Ciri likely won't be engaging in as many casual relationships as Geralt did, but romances will still be part of the game. Game director Sebastian Kalemba spoke about this with GameSpot. When asked whether the game would feature romances, he replied, "Absolutely, it's part of how we create games. It's part of human nature. It's a normal thing. Without it, I don't think we could tell a complete story." At the same time, Kalemba assured that the game won't include romance just for the sake of it. Every romantic storyline will be meaningful and well developed, but as always, we want to give this a lot of attention and make them very compelling and significant. So it's not just romance for romance's sake. That's not the CDPR way. This philosophy applies to all side quests in the game. The developers aim to show players that their choices truly impact not only individual stories, but the entire world around them. Just like in the third game, both side and main quests will be interconnected and Ciri will grow as a character throughout the game. The developers also stated that the new game is the beginning of a new trilogy. However, they emphasized that Witcher 4 continues everything the studio has done so far, as Ciri has previously been a secondary protagonist and she's been prepared for the lead role from the beginning. Both the book and game canon are treated with great respect. It's worth noting that Sapkowski isn't involved in creating the new trilogy, but the studio maintains a good relationship with the author. The game's world remains dark and filled with monsters, so Witchers are here to stay. Monsters will play a significant role in the narrative, tied to regions and the stories being told. The developers want to introduce new locations, such as the village of Buzen, located far to the north, which you saw in the trailer. The game will take you there. What unites Witcher 3 and 4 is that both games are rich in stories. This has always been the case with The Witcher and all of CDPR's games. They aim to create even more colorful characters to connect with emotionally, return to, and share adventures with. Veteran players will find references to the entire previous trilogy in Witcher 4. At the same time, the new installment can serve as an excellent entry point for new players, as it will tell Ciri's story almost from the beginning. The creators have already outlined her journey for the entire new trilogy. CD Projekt Red also aims to improve gameplay, especially monster hunting, which is the cornerstone of a witcher's profession. The full vision for the game is already clear to the team, which consists of about 400 people, not including external contractors. We can't reveal too much yet, but we already have a dedicated team working on the entire game. We're prepared, we have pipelines and processes in place, and people are already organized into interdisciplinary teams. This setup significantly streamlines communication, prioritization, and transparency. As you can see, it's already clear that the developers are taking this seriously. The new Witcher won't fall short of its predecessors in terms of size or content. However, Geralt's intriguing role in the new trilogy remains a point of curiosity. It would be a shame if we only see him briefly, but many fans are already hoping we'll get to play as him again, or perhaps even against him, like in Gwent. Imagine how amazing it would be to hear about a Gwent champion, go searching for him, and find Geralt himself. There's no release date for The Witcher 4 yet, but the game is set to launch on PC and consoles. The big question remains, will it release on the current generation of consoles or the next? What do you think? Will the developers make it in time for this generation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That's all from me for now. Hope you enjoyed learning about these new details.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkable young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Ye've an heart of gold. Ye've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny. Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A witcher? Witcher! Whose kind did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
can't change anything!
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.